on a walkthrough of Monmouth Mall. Well, at least the mall part is still standing. So that's a good sign. Hopefully we can get in and see what's going on here. I can't believe they're going to tear down this place after 50 years. Almost 50 years. That shit's crazy. This is my final walkthrough of the Monmouth Mall in Eatontown, New Jersey. The shopping center has been around 60 plus years. But a brief history of the mall. In 1960, the mall started out as the Monmouth Shopping Center. The anchors were Bamberger's and Montgomery Ward's. The first significant anchor change didn't happen until the early 1970s, when Montgomery Ward closed and Alexander's opened its spot in 1972. By 1975, the mall expanded and was enclosed and was rebranded as the Monmouth Mall and brought on 3 more anchors into the mall, which were Hanes, JCPenny, and Abraham and Straus, or A&S. That lineup stayed solid going into the 1980s until early 1983 when Alexander's would close. Later that year, it became a Caldor, and that was the first ever Caldor I went to in New Jersey until I started moving around and started going to different towns, and I started going to more Caldors. That store would last until 1990, when it shuttered unexpectedly. Also in 1986, Macy's rebranded all the Bambergers in New Jersey and a few other states. And in 1989, Hanes went out of business and was converted into a Lord Taylor by the summer of 1990. By the 1990s, the mall would make some significant changes. The Caldor was demolished, and in late 1994, a 15-screen Sony theater will open in its place, as well as a boardwalk-themed food court, and Nobody Beats the Wiz, which had a smaller location on Route 36. Also, in 1995, A&S would be rebranded into Macy's. But there's already Macy's in the mall. So, Stearns opened up in its place immediately in 1995, in which there was one right down the highway in Ocean Township at Seaview Square Mall. Seaview Square Mall store turned into a outlet center. And the Stearns there lasted until 2001 when Boscov's opened up in late 2001 and remained there until 2008. 2012 brought Boscov's back to the mall after a short stint in bankruptcy. In 2019, Lord and Taylor would close for good, as well as JCPenny in 2022. What will become of Monmouth Mall? It's going to be half retail space, half apartments, and a Whole Foods market, as well as a smaller Barnes & Noble are going to happen here, as well as Boscov's and Macy's and AMC remaining. Alright, since I took a look at the mall, we're going to take a look and see what's going on the outside. Just a little drive-through before I exit out of here. Yeah, I just want to say, man, like, I can't believe this has come down to this, with Monmouth getting demolished. Or at least that mall part. So basically, in a nutshell, Monmouth is going back to the way it was back in 1960, except you had luxury apartments to the mix. And I tell you, these apartments are not going to be cheap when they do start building them and they open. I think they said they were looking at $2,000 to $3,000 a month. That's insane. You gotta be making some crazy money to pay rent for that kind of apartment. So, I'm whizzing by Macy's, which has been here forever. They are safe. They're going to be here throughout this major renovation to this shopping center. So that's good to hear if you guys like Macy's. So they started tearing up this part here. This was like the mall entrance going into the food court. I think this used to be Zany Brainy, but now this is going to be the smaller version of the Barnes & Noble. Barnes & Noble is going to move over there, and where Barnes & Noble currently is going to be a Whole Foods market. So T-Mobile is still here. Buffalo Wild Wings is still here. They're safe. Bust a right here. So you got the AMC Theater. That's still here. That's safe. That's gonna stick around here. You got the IMAX screen. Always good to see movies in IMAX. It's amazing. The picture is totally amazing. I normally go to the one in New Brunswick, but this is a little too far for me to go see a fucking movie. So this is a JCPenny. Still has the signage on it, and as I said, this will be demolished pretty soon. I'm gonna cut through the lot here. Yeah, this store will be demolished. Well, after seeing the asbestos signs, I think it's best to do so. We'll always miss JCPenney. We'll miss the good things about the store. So yeah, as I said, I'm doing this vlog here right in early April. It's a Friday afternoon. This place is mainly empty. Like I said, you can still enter in the mall entrance if you want to do a final walkthrough. But pretty soon, I'm guarantee you they're gonna start blocking stuff off. So if you want to relive the memories here, I would do it as soon as possible. There's Boscov's, which used to be A&S and Stearns. Boscov's will remain here. They've had some pretty good success since coming back. I know they closed here before, back in 2008 during the recession. They got themselves out bankruptcy, and they've been thriving. There's one in my town, and it's doing pretty well at Woodbridge Center. So they just did a renovation on the outside where they put the Boscov sign out there, this used to be the parking deck a long time ago. I'm gonna miss that dark, dank parking deck. So yeah, the Bosco store's got a nice little look to it. I actually like the way this looks on the side here. I wish they did that during the A&S and Stearns era. That would have been pretty cool. But unfortunately, they didn't do that. So Boscov's, like I said, they're safe. And then looking ahead is Lord Taylor, which also was Haynes, and that will be demolished as well. Because most of these stores opened up in the 1970s. So they lasted they had a pretty good run here. You know, almost 50 years. If it hanged on until next year, it would have been 50 years at the shopping center. So I got JCPenney store sign on the outside. And yeah, this is pretty much it, guys. So, as I said, I'm gonna miss the old Monmouth Mall. As I said, this was my childhood mall from whenever I was old enough to come here. You know, I remember the memories. I remember the stores here. You know, I remember A&S being here, and Alexander's, and Caldor, and Haynes, and Bamberger's. You know, then the mall stores like KB, Captron, World Nintendo. Just so many good stores in there. But, you know, we're at this time now where things are changing. And we don't like change, but sometimes it has to be for the better. So, I mean, I know this project is going to be done by the Kushner. As you know, Kushner is, I don't know if it's Jared himself, but it's tied to the family. I know a lot of people have been discussing how terrible this is. His family buying the mall and turning it, but these malls ain't gonna last too much longer. There are some malls that are still doing good. I mean, here in New Jersey, malls like Garden State Plaza, Short Hills, Freehold even, Cherry Hill, they're all doing pretty well. Menlo Park also. And then there's malls that are not doing well. Like I said, I live in Woodbridge, and Woodbridge Mall is the next one that's kind of dying out. It might meet the same fate as Monmouth. So you never know, guys. But I thank you all for watching this vlog. And thanks for the memories, Monmouth. It was almost a good 50 years run. We'll see what happens when Monmouth Square or Village or whatever the fuck it's called opens up. And we just move on. Alright, guys. I'll see you all later.